All right, light up those pumpkins, everybody, because we are live. Let's see who else is awake and alive out there tonight. What's up, everybody? Happy Michael Myers Monday. I'm Matt with Halloween Daily News. Welcome to this week's live show. Welcome back to all my friends. I see a lot of familiar names already up in the live chat, lighting up the pumpkins. People like Sammy Presley, Ryan Korn, Ken, Phil, so many of my regular friends that join me every Monday night here during our live stream. If you're new here, this is our weekly live broadcast where we gather and geek out with the greatest fans of the greatest franchise in all of horror. I'm talking about the Halloween movie franchise, and we talk about all things Michael Myers. We'll go over the week's news, and we'll geek out about new collectibles. I'll do a little show and tell. We'll do all kinds of stuff, and we always have a good time with it. So if you're new here, welcome. And to everybody else, what's up, guys? Happy Michael Myers Monday. How's everybody doing tonight? So, it has been 2 weeks since we last convened here on a Monday night. I've done a couple live streams since then in the interim, including last week. But anything happened while I was gone, guys? Any news we need to talk about? Anything I should know about go down in the last week or so since our last Michael Myers Monday live? Yeah, shit ton happened, right? Yeah, a whole lot happened last week. We knew it was going to be a big week, and it was a huge week for Halloween Kills with the world premiere, the release plan change, the new music. We're going to get into all that. I've already dug into a lot of it. Last week we did a special Thursday night live stream where we broke down the new footage and talked about the Peacock announcement, and then we hit on a lot of that on Friday's episode of the Halloween show as well. But we're still going to go over a lot of that and do a recap. And most importantly, with this being live and interactive, I do want to get y'all's thoughts on all of this news of the past 2 weeks, really. But before we get into any of the news, I got a little show and tell for you guys. Got kind of a big show and tell, actually. I've made some purchases during our travels up to out to Charlotte area for Mad Monster Expo last weekend. Probably more purchases than I should, but hey, you only live once, right? And yeah, so I made a couple Myers related purchases that I want to share with you guys here. So I'm gonna do that right now. Byron is in the house. What's up, man? The Corn Man is here. What's up, Ryan? Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Here comes the October with the to-the-minute countdown to HK. Look at this. 44,719 minutes until Halloween Kills. I love it. Math rules. All right. Like I said, I'm going to go through a little show and tell and show y'all some of the cool stuff that I picked up on the road in my travels here recently. And then I got a fun little unboxing video that going to premiere later on tonight of a new collectible I got. But so first up, and again, these are not items for sale in our store this week. These are all items for my personal collection, for myself. But it's stuff I know nobody's going to appreciate quite like you guys will. And you'll know what this is all about. I finally got my hands on a physical copy of the Halloween Kills issue of Total Film Magazine. There we go. Trying to get that glare off for you. There we go. Look at that beauty, guys. It is awesome. Yeah, as you know, when we went to Scares of Care, I was on a mission to pick this up. It had just come out. Every Barnes & Noble I went to did not have this issue yet, but I was lucky because one stop at one Barnes & Noble out in Concord, North Carolina last weekend, and thankfully they did have this copy. They had 3 copies, actually. So, of course, I had to pick out the best looking one. I haven't even cracked it open, honestly. I've already read the cover story online. I've seen the photos from the cover story online. I've not read the Carpenter feature yet, and so I'm looking forward to checking that out and everything else that's inside this. But I've not even cracked it open yet. I'm just kind of reveling in the fact that I finally own a physical copy of this bad boy. And I can also confirm, I know I used to get Fangoria magazine from Barnes & Noble from time to time. I used to have a subscription years ago, but I wasn't sure if they still carried it. Well, the Barnes & Noble I was at did have Fangoria in there. So when their Halloween Kills newsstand issue comes out, we've seen that subscriber-only cover. I'm assuming we're going to have a different cover for the newsstand, and rightfully so. We'll be able to go to Barnes & Noble to pick that up, hopefully. So that'll be my next quest. But I got it, guys. I finally got my hands on one, and it's beautiful. All right, so then in our travels, Concord, North Carolina, ahead of Mad Monster Expo, we stopped at a Target. I know that's not a big deal for you guys, but we don't have a Target locally down here on the Outer Banks in Kildover Hills, North Carolina. So we went to a Target, and lo and behold, they had something I've been looking for. And I couldn't resist. Check this out. This is the Halloween 2018 Michael Myers Body Knocker by NECA. And I don't even remember. I think it was like $12 or $15 or something. Super affordable. Not crazy priced. I will open it up. Again, I just haven't had a chance since I've been home. I haven't had a chance to barely look at any of this stuff until tonight because I knew I was going to be pulling it out and sharing it with you guys. But yeah, I couldn't resist. I've been wanting this anyway. I've got a bunch of the bobbleheads and bobble bodies that they're doing now. I've got the Ghost Michael and the Clown Michaels on order. But this 2018 James Jude Courtney version, Michael Myers right here. And again, I'll be taking this out of the package and I will have it here to show you unpackaged on a later night. So I picked him up from, again, that was from Target. Props to Target for having awesome Halloween merch. Art's in the house. What's up, man? He says, cool. What's a body knocker? Well, we'll see when I open it, but it's pretty much where the body wobbles instead of the bobblehead. So it's like slightly different technology inside, I guess, that has the body bobble instead of the bobblehead traditionally. I don't know why. So then I finally made it to Spirit Halloween. Okay, this is all still before Mad Monster Expo. Finally made it into my first Spirit Halloween stop of 2021. There'll be many. And this Spirit Halloween location, again, in Concord, North Carolina. Great location, super big store. They had all the theming set up. A lot of their 2021 animatronics and new products were not in yet. They had all the spaces ready for them. They had a couple new ones. I've posted a separate walkthrough elsewhere on this channel if you want to check that out. But they still had a lot of their 2021 products to come. Not just the animatronics, but just general new 2021 products. But they did have some other stuff that I haven't got my hands on yet from previous years. And again, basically, I didn't want to leave empty-handed. I was super excited to be in a Spirit Halloween and to be around all this stuff. So I picked up a few things. A couple non-Myers related things I'll go over in a separate video at another time. But I did pick up this cup. You guys know I've been kind of collecting the mugs recently. Well, now I got my second plastic cup. And how cool it is Halloween 2. Celebrating this year's 40th anniversary of Halloween 2. And I love the blood dripping down from the top. I think it looks awesome. The mask looks cool. It does kind of look like the Halloween 2 mask. Dick Warlock in there. And again, I don't remember. Yeah, for $3. $3. Who doesn't need a Halloween 2 cup for $3? I mean, come on, guys. I should have got more of them, I guess. I always do that. I get one and then I get home. I'm like, why didn't I get 5 of these? But yeah, so I got my Michael Myers cup. I got another one upstairs that says every day is Halloween. I got it last year, but this is the Halloween 2 one to kind of go with my Halloween 2 mug that I got not too long ago. Also, inside Spirit, that first trip to Spirit, Ken says, nice cup. Thanks, man. Yeah, so that first trip to Spirit, I picked up one of these blind bags of Universal Pictures. They're actually bag clips. They're mini figures, but they got the hook on them for bag clips, is what they are. And it's a bunch of Universal's horror icons. There you can see Chucky and Tiffany, two different versions of Chucky. You can see Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. They got Bruce the Shark from Jaws. They got an alien from John Carpenter's They Live. They've got a wolf, which I thought initially was maybe supposed to be like the Wolfman, but no. Then I was thinking these are all more modern than that, so it's probably American Werewolf in London. But they actually on the back on here they actually list the wolf just as wolf, just one word, wolf. So I'm like, is that supposed to be like from the Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer movie Wolf? I'm not sure. But what you'll see here included in there is our boy. Michael Myers is one of the figures available in the blind bags. And then right next to him, honestly, when I bought this, not studying it, just glancing down, I thought that was Reagan from The Exorcist. That's a Warner Brothers film. Stupid me. It wouldn't be in a Universal pack anyway. It'd be in a Warner Brothers pack with like Pennywise and stuff like that. That's beside the point. It's not Reagan. It's actually Laurie Strode. These are both from Halloween 2 as well. I love all the Halloween 2 officially licensed releases that are out this year. So I had to pick one of these up. And again, I'm not going to be disappointed with whoever's in there, but you guys know the two that I got my fingers crossed for. So anyway, I figured I already photographed the packaging and everything. Let's just open this sucker up right now and see what's inside there. All right? Probably not going to be Michael or Laurie, but let's just see. All right, let's open it up loud. Here we go. Let's see. Larry is in the house. What's up, man? Darlene has checked in. How you doing, Darlene? She says she bought the sleigh pillow. Very cool. I did see the sleigh pillow. I thought about it. I passed on that one. Again, though, I'm going to be at Mini Spirits. I'm probably going to end up snatching it all up. But I did pick up a few other things other than this. But let's go ahead and open this sucker up and see which figure I got. All right? It might not be Michael or Laurie. It probably won't be. But who knows? With it being a Monday night and opening it here with you guys, maybe we get some cool Haddonfield mojo going in here. Rachel has checked in. It's either Laurie or Princess Leia. Nice. Sammy's going to his spirit on the 20th. Very cool. Darlene says her spirit had the sleigh pillow and the candy greeters. Yes, I did get that candy greeter. I think it was year before last, and I think I got the Sam one last year, if I'm remembering right. All right, I got it open. Here we go. Let's see who we got. It's not Michael and Laurie. Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. Awesome. Love it. Pretty cool. Pretty damn awesome. Now I'm going to be addicted and have to get them all. Yeah. It's kind of the Funko style. These, again, I believe are made by NECA. I don't see the name on the package, but I believe they are released by NECA as well. NECA doing awesome things with the Universal license for Halloween 2. And again, I love seeing all this Halloween 2 stuff out, specifically this year with it being the 40th anniversary of the film, right? Continuing my show and tell real quick. Almost done, guys. Byron's back. Had to put food in the oven. Nice. Ryan. Ryan sent a super chat. Yes, I am seeing that now. Excuse me for missing that earlier, man. Ryan says, missed you guys. Well, we missed you, sir. Thank you so much for the $15 super chat. Everybody, stop what you're doing. And let's toast the one and only Mr. Ryan Korn. He just donated a whopping $15 super chat. As you guys know, I always forget to tell you that the super chats are available and how much that means to us. It really does help support and keep things going here at HDN, not just here on the channel, but in the site in general, and just keeps us being able to do everything we're doing. So the super chat is there. And if you definitely want to get a question or a comment in, that's the way to make sure I see it too. So let's pause for a second and a toast to Mr. Ryan Korn. Happy Michael Myers Monday, sir. Okay, so then I left that Spirit Halloween. We did Mad Monster Expo. We had an amazing time. I did get a new item from there as well, a new Myers item specifically. I'm not going to tell you what that is quite yet because there's a pretty cool story that goes along with it, and that is all going to be the subject of tonight's video premiere that I'm going to drop on you guys in just a little while after we do the news. But to wrap up my show and tell for this portion of the live show, this is not new for this year. It was released, I think, maybe last year, maybe even in 2019. I think it was a 2020 release, I believe. But I went ahead and picked up this cool wooden sign. It says, "Welcome to Haddonfield." It's got the blood splatter there, as you can see. And it was much bigger than I remembered. It's only 13 bucks. And it's pretty heavy duty. It was much bigger than I remembered it being when I saw it at the store previously. And I just love it. I didn't know where I was going to put it, but then just here before I went on tonight, I set it right here, kind of attached it to the CD player there. That's right, I got a CD player in my office, you guys. Yeah, that's how old I am. So that might be its place for a little while. But I love it. It's heavy duty. It's well over a foot long, as you can see. Much more than a foot long, and it's awesome for 13 bucks. You know, it comes with the rope hang right here, the hanger, but it's also got the metal hangers already installed on each side, so whatever you need. And I'm going to put it back right here to hang back here. There we go. And last but not least, yeah, some of you commented right away. Thanks for noticing. My new t-shirt. Got a new Myers shirt. This also came from Spirit. I think they're also available at Spencer's Gifts as well. You know, that's the parent company of Spirit Halloween. But I saw this at that first location at Spirit. After we did Mad Monster Expo on the way home, we hit a different location because, of course, you know, I can't get enough, and they didn't have enough new 2021 stuff there. So I went into this other location and bought even more stuff. A lot of it not Myers related, and again, I'll cover all that stuff in another Halloween haul video that I'm going to be filming here in just a few. But at that store, I did get that sign, and I did go ahead and pick up this shirt. I actually saw it at the first location and was going to buy it there. I was ready to buy it, but they didn't have my size. No XLs. Second location, they did have some XLs, so I went ahead and picked it up. It's kind of different. It's check it out. Here's the whole thing. There. H is for Halloween. You got Michael right there. And then you got these kids carving pumpkins down there. It's kind of like a weird, like, children's book. But I love the symbolism that H is for Halloween. And here, two instant symbols, images of Halloween. We got the kids carving pumpkins. Can't get much more Halloween than that. And, of course, the shape. And we know can't get much more Halloween than that, right, guys? So that's my haul. That's my Halloween show and tell. Lots of purchases. I got one more thing that, like I said, I'm going to show you an unboxing video in just a little bit, and I think you're going to like that. And then we'll talk a little bit more about that thing. And yeah, got some other purchases that might have been made online that might be on the way and might be something we'll be talking about next week. So before I get into the news, once again, happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Let me hear from you. You guys picking up any of this stuff? Do you own any of it? Like I said, a lot of it's not new for 2021. The t-shirt is. That's definitely brand new. Ken says it's Michael's grandkids. That's funny. Ivan Molina asked when we can pre-order a ticket for Halloween Kills. That's a good question. That is a good question. I do not have that answer tonight. I don't know. I would imagine probably pretty soon. Remember, Blumfest is coming up October 1st. I still think we're going to get that second trailer before then, meaning probably this week, maybe next week. If it hadn't dropped by the 1st, absolutely they're going to premiere it there at Blumfest. I think much more realistically, we probably get that trailer this week. We got a lot of the footage from it already has been released. I still think they're going to release it in trailer form proper. And I'm talking about the trailer that premiered in Vegas at the CinemaCon. And, and then October 1st, most likely, we'll probably get a scene from the film. And probably by that time, if not starting on that time, I would imagine tickets will be for sale at your local theater. I mean, Sammy says that's a perfect spot for the sign. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I like that. I like that too. I think it looks pretty good. Darlene says she loves the pillow. Thinks it's worth it. Maybe I should cave. I'm probably going to cave. I mean, I cave on all this stuff usually. Like I said, I saw the sign last year. I didn't bite then, but this year, and a lot of it depends on how much I'm spending that day too. But yeah, ultimately I end up probably getting most of this stuff. Ken says it's still going to be on Peacock because I've seen an article where it's not going to be. I've not seen anything refuting that. But that does lead in to the news portion of tonight's show. And actually, right before we get into that, because there's quite a bit of news, and we're just going to kind of blast through it somewhat. Just a quick recap of Mad Monster Expo. Now, we're going to have lots of footage and coverage coming out. We haven't even published our full photo gallery from the convention floor yet, or any videos, except for I did like a animatronics walkthrough on Sunday, and we did, of course, an episode of the Halloween Show Live. Excuse me. But we had an amazing time at Mad Monster Expo. It is always... Mad Monster just puts on the best convention, the normal Mad Monster party that they do every winter. This new Expo version, it's a spin-off of Mad Monster Party. The only real difference is it's everything that makes Mad Monster Party great, only now with an even stronger emphasis on Halloween, meaning the holiday, and the haunt industries, which could not be more up our alley. And they had a great lineup of guests. Skeet and Matthew from Scream were there. We had so many people. Tom Morga, the only man to play Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Leatherface. Shawnee Smith from Saw. So many awesome people. Spencer from Ice Nine Kills was there. We got to meet him and talk to him a little bit about Michael Myers, and he was totally awesome. And there was 3 cast members of the original Halloween 1978, including Nick Castle, of course, The Shape, also current collaborator of The Shape. He still is doing the breathing and his cameo appearances in the current films. Will Sandin was there, young Michael Myers from the opening sequence of 78, and John Michael Graham, Bob himself from Halloween 78. So it was a little mini Halloween 78 reunion. And before we get into the news, check this out. There we are. There's the crew right there. The man himself, Nick Castle, right in the center, as he should be. There's Will Sandin over there on the left side of the photo, on my right in the photo. And there's Bob himself, the great Mr. John Michael Graham over there. And that's Sue and I, my wife Sue and I there. Huge props to Mad Monster. They always do the best photo ops. This was one of their pro photo ops. Carlos, on social media, he's Prince Charmin. Prince with a T, like photo prints. And they do an amazing job with their pro photo ops. Byron says that's a dope picture. Thank you, sir. Yes. Yeah, so they were awesome. We got to talk to all of them and spend a little time with them. It was really cool. Nick Castle actually, on the first day of the convention, Nick walked over to our table. We were located just kind of like down, we were kind of adjacent to them, and pretty much right next door to them, with like one aisleway separating us where everybody would walk by. And so a ton of people would come and buy our own 1978 Michael Myers masks, and then they would walk them right next door to Nick Castle's table and get them signed. And needless to say, we sold out of 1978 Michael Myers masks at Mad Monster. We got none in stock right now. So if you're on the fence, we got no 78 Boogeymans either. They sold out as well. Everything 78 we had sold out, thanks to those gentlemen and our proximity to them throughout the show. But yeah, Friday, I'm running around taking pictures. Sue's manning the table, and I come back and I almost missed it, guys. I almost missed it. I get there, and Nick Castle is like browsing our booth, looking at our merch and stuff. And my son, my 14-year-old son, Uzziah, he's there. My wife, Sue's there. And I'm just showing up. I'm like, guys, do you realize? And of course they realize, but they're just playing it, they're being cool. Like me, I'm like, Nick, what's up? What's going? So anyway, it was a great little moment, and a great way to kind of kick off the convention, to have the Shape himself come over to the HDM booth and say hi, which was awesome. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun. John Michael Graham, really cool. This was kind of my first time meeting him. We did meet him very briefly at the 40 Years of Terror event in 2018, but that didn't really count because it was just so fast. And same with Will Sandin. I've met him a couple times, but I feel like this time we really connected and got to spend some quality time with him and John Michael Graham, and with Nick Castle as well. So it was a great weekend. It was a super fun time. And while I'm on Mad Monster, guys, you might have seen this photo I shared last Monday when I was on the road and just completely wiped out by the time we got home super late and couldn't do a live last Monday. But this photo right here, I mean, this kind of sums up my weekend last weekend. You can't see it, but that's our booth behind us. That doesn't matter, though. These guys were awesome. All 5 of these guys were amazing. If any of you guys are watching this or do watch this, please tag yourselves. Let me know in the comments, But again, just a real quick story here. This photo happened. 2 of these guys knew us through the website, and had made previous purchases from us at previous Mad Monster Party conventions, and at least one of them had appeared in our photo galleries before when they met James Jude Courtney back at the 2019 Mad Monster Party. So I was already connected with 2 of these guys from Friday at the convention. So this is on Saturday, and they're both there. And one of them is doing 78 Michael, and one's doing Halloween Kills. And I had seen the 07 Michael there, and he's like stalking around. And I don't know if you can tell in this photo, but that 07 Michael, I mean, he really is about as tall as Tyler in real life. Like and I heard he was like only 17 years old. I don't know if that part's true, but he was giant. He was literally a giant, and his mask looked great. He played it great. So I see my 2 buddies here in proximity to our booth on Saturday. And I know that Big 07 is stalking around somewhere. So I go up to them and I say, look, I'm going to go find this 07 Michael, and we're going to do a little photo op over here at our booth. The 3 of you guys. We're going to have 3 Michaels. And of course, they're all for it. And so I see 07, sure enough, and I bring him over. And so we got all 3 of them. And a crowd starts kind of gathering. And then here comes a 4th Michael. He's coming up from behind me over here where I'm taking the picture. The 3 are, and another one's coming over there. And somebody yells, there's another one. I said, hey, Michael, we need you over here. Michael. So we get a 4th Michael over there. So we got 4 Michael Myers now. But now there's no crowd gathering behind me. But it's pretty awesome. They're all being really respectful because I'm just trying to get a cool photo. We're shooting for HDN, of course, but we're also shooting for Mad Monster. We're the official event photographers for Mad Monster. So this is like, a historic moment, both for Mad Monster, but obviously for us at HDN. I knew this would be something fun. And so then at the same time, there's another Michael Myers, number 5. and he's right over here to my right, where Nick Castle's table is. Okay, and he's in his costume, but he's taking his mask off, and he's getting Nick's autograph, right? And I see this going on, and we're shooting these four Michaels, and so I just instinctively like, hey, when that Michael over there is done with Nick, somebody ask him to come over here, and they did. I mean, nobody ever listens to anything I say or does anything I say, but they actually did it. They told him, and he did come. And so, yeah, we had all five of these Michaels, and it was a cool little photo op right in front of our booth for a couple minutes. And I got my shots, and they were great. And I did just a little kind of video zoom through of each of them, which I'm going to have for you guys this week. Keep watching this channel. I'm going to have a whole vendor floor highlight reel from Mad Monster Expo. You're going to love it. But it was just a really fun moment, and it was fun and just a little bit gratifying for me personally because I put it together. I kind of brought these guys together, and they loved it. They were all having a blast. They're like thanking me at the end. I'm like thanking y'all, and of course I had to, as soon as I got my shots, before I let the crowd descend upon them like they like they wanted to, I had to quickly hand my camera to Sue and get my photo. So that's where this photo comes from. That's the little story behind it. I'm sorry if that story bored you, but again, that just kind of sums up the event and really kind of my life at the moment in a lot of ways. And again, not that you care, but I did 3 different faces. I did a happy face, I did a scared face, and then I did what I called a super happy face. And that's the one. That's the one you just saw. That's the one that is the winner there, the super happy face. Because yeah, that's me in my element right there, surrounded by a bunch of masked madmen with big knives. Ken says best photo. That's awesome. Darlene says totally awesome pic. Byron says awesome picture. Thank you guys. Thank you. Phil says saw the video. Well, you saw the video from Scares. I haven't posted the video from Mad Monster quite yet, but it's coming. Rachel says, whoa, that's awesome. Byron says that's a dope picture. Awesome, guys. Matt and the 5 Michaels. That's right. Yep. That's what it is. Me and the 5 Michaels. So again, we had a blast. It was a super awesome time. I'll have lots more coverage from that. Photos, video, and some other exciting stuff. Highlights from the costume contest. All that stuff is coming soon in the next few days here on the channel. I'm just finishing processing the photos and just digging in to the video portion of our coverage, and we're going to try to have all of that out pretty soon before we hit Haunted Screams Expo next, which is coming up. All right, now let's move into the HK portion of the night. I know it's what you guys want to talk about. Now, I'm not going to go through every single thing in super detail like I might normally. I know it's been 2 weeks since the last Monday, but we did do a special live about the new footage and about the Peacock announcement. But let's just start there because that's the big headline news. And some of you are already commenting about it. And that's really the main thing. I've kind of put it out there, my views on it. I could go over it again if you want. But I said it during Thursday's live, and I think I said it again during Friday's live, during the Halloween show, about my thoughts about, is this going to affect box office? Is this, whatever. Bottom line is I think it's a good move for Universal. Let people watch the movie how they feel most comfortable. The most important thing right now, I think, and I think Universal is thinking, let's put this film in the fans' hands and give them what they want this Halloween, because they didn't get it last Halloween. And hopefully we're going to get it again next Halloween, and maybe things will be somewhat back to normal. But this year, it is what it is. But nonetheless, a huge announcement this past Thursday, 24 hours after the world premiere in Venice. We got that announcement that now the film, Halloween Kills, is opening on October 15th as scheduled, but it's also going to start streaming on the Peacock streaming network on October 15th at the same time. Now, there's a free version of Peacock. It won't be streaming on there. You got to have the premium version. I think the cheapest premium version, I believe, is $5, and that is premium, but you get premium content with commercials. Or you can do the $10 ad-free version where it's premium ad-free. Uh, so again, I want to hear from you guys. Is this changing any of your opening night plans? I asked this question before, and most of the comments I've been receiving is no. You know, if you were planning on going to see it in theater, you're still going to go see it. Uh, I have heard from some people that already have Peacock, already have the premium, and they're just stoked because now they can go see it premiere night at their local theater, and then they're going to watch it 3 or 4 or 5 more times uh, at home on Peacock. So again, my personal view is I don't have a problem with this one bit. I think it's a good move. I've been watching Warner Brothers movies all year on HBO Max rather than going to the theater to see them. I don't mind telling you that. I already had HBO Max. Already had HBO before there was HBO Max. Uh, so I don't have a problem with it. It is huge news though. And yeah, people have asked me, is it going to affect box office? Again, I could go into detail, but the bottom line is no, I don't think it's going to affect it that much. I don't think it's going to affect it any more than it was already going to be affected by people not going to theaters as confidently as they were pre-2020. You know what I mean? So that's my short answer. But you guys tell me what you think. Summit is here. What's up, man? Will I be doing a live commentary now that Kills is streaming on Peacock? That's a good question. I guess that's somewhat of an option now. Now, again, I don't personally have the premium version of Peacock myself right now. So if I'm going to watch it on Peacock at all, I've got to splurge and get the $5 or the $10 deal, or maybe I can get a month free and do it that way, and then cancel later if there's not a year-long commitment. Summit says he will be watching Kills on Peacock in a dark room with no distractions and snacks. Don't want to risk any annoying teenagers texting like happened in 2018. Very good point. Again, I love the theater experience as much as everybody that loves movie theaters and going to the movies. It is a magical thing. But get off my lawn moment a little bit here for the thing with Two Heads fans. I gotta agree. I mean, theaters are full of annoying people nowadays. Disrespectful people, people that are not movie people, are often at movie theaters. Unfortunately, it is true. Watching it at home, you can kind of control your environment a little bit better. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like being able to pause it and go take a piss if I got to, or go grab a drink or a snack or something if I feel like. And of course, the best thing about watching it at home is as soon as it's over, you can restart it again, right? Protect Safes has checked in. Happy Michael Myers Monday, man. Thanks for being here. David Suber is here. What's up, brother? He says watching in a theater. Yep, I hear you. Sensational Cinema is here. Is anyone mad it's on Peacock this year? Like, why didn't they do this last year? I don't mind. Just wish they did this last year. We waited for nothing in a way. That's an interesting point. That's an interesting way to look at it. That they could have just put it on Peacock last year. In fairness, though, in all fairness, though, and I'm being serious here. Was Peacock? I mean, because Peacock is still pretty damn new. Had they launched Peacock as of Halloween last year? If they did, it was still so new. I know that. I can't remember when they actually launched it. I guess it was pre-Halloween last year. I don't know the date that it was launched. It's a pretty new service that was launched. I guess it wasn't last year. 2020 and 2021 all kind of meld together somewhat in my brain right now. That's an interesting point that they could have just done that last year. But what they couldn't have done last year was have it play in any theaters. And I think that's the big difference. Sure, it's streaming, but and here's the other thing is there's no part of me that believes that this was always part of the plan. You know, like I don't think last year they were like, yeah, and then eventually it's going to open and stream. No. And I also don't believe in at all because I've been asked this, and people are wondering, do you think that this Peacock thing is a result of some of the negative reviews that came out of Wednesday's world premiere at the Venice Film Festival? Okay, so this ties into with the world premiere news and the reactions. And I'm not going to go over that. I haven't read any of the reviews. I did compile a few reactions, you know, kind of 2 or 3 sentence reactions, which I guess could kind of be construed as reviews of a sort. But as I've said, I'm not going to read anybody's full review. I will pay attention to some reactions and some headlines as they come out. But my and again, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I knowing everything I do know, I don't think there's any way that this was done on Thursday morning in reaction to the reactions to the film that came out Wednesday. No, no, no. I don't think that was it. And I definitely don't think it was the plan a year ago to do this. No, I think a few weeks ago, you know, uh, late August or so, they're looking at this world premiere. They're looking at everything going on. They're looking at Delta variant happening. They're looking at numbers. They're looking at possibilities of theaters having to limit attendance numbers again. That might start happening. They're looking at people, being scared to go out in public again. They're looking at all of this stuff happening in the news. They're looking at other films shifting dates, Venom jumping all around. What's Venom doing? I told y'all not to worry about Venom. I did tell y'all. Now you got to worry about Venom. But so yeah, that's what they're looking at. And I think they said at that point, Universal behind the scenes said, let's have the world premiere. And I think in their minds, in a perfect world, the way it would have played out, the film world premieres Wednesday night at Venice. 100% Rotten Tomatoes, excellent buzz comes out of it. Everybody's thrilled. It's got huge buzz. Everybody's stoked. And then Thursday morning, surprise, this movie that's got all this great buzz and everybody loves and can't wait to see. Now, you're still going to be able to see it in theaters, but you can also, if you don't feel comfortable going to theaters, watch it on Peacock. I think that was their plan. And so some negative reviews come out. Some people putting a little more weight behind them than I think is their worth, honestly, in my opinion. But and so they do this almost as an answer to that. It appears as an answer to that, but I don't think that was in response to that in any way. I think it was something to make the fans happy. That was always what they were hoping. Let's make the fans happy. Let's not piss them off the way we pissed them off last year by making them wait. So, yeah, it is an interesting point and a fair point you're making that why couldn't they just do this last year? And of course they could have, but no, I don't think that was anywhere on their radar that we'd still be talking about COVID right now like we are. I just don't think so, and I don't think that this Peacock decision was made as a result of the world premiere in any way. I think it was already made well before that world premiere, but I think, again, they certainly you want positive buzz. But I would argue the film does have positive buzz. I mean, I read plenty of positive comments out of that. Again, and these are just comments that, accredited journalists have posted on their social media that I've read. Plenty of positive. So, you want to concentrate on the guy that doesn't like horror anyway, or the variety reviewer that I mentioned on another broadcast who, actually said in his review that Halloween 78 was a ripoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which, I mean, if that's what he honestly thinks, then, I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know about this guy's opinion. He's not one of us. He doesn't know horror. He doesn't know the difference between Chainsaw and Halloween. I mean, other than they're both horror movies and both have guys wearing masks of a sort, ain't much else too in common with those two films. There just isn't. It's like saying Halloween's a ripoff of Psycho. I mean, there's a few similarities, but not really. So again, that ties in with the premiere Wednesday night, which is the other big news that happened last week, of course. That world premiere screening in Venice. And I talked about this on the last two shows, but again, I feel like it got a lot of positive buzz. I feel like it was a success. I loved seeing Jamie Lee Curtis, seeing the video of her kick off her heels and walk up the stage and accept her Lifetime Achievement Award. And they're playing Sweet Dreams, and to her, that's her entrance music to the stage, and David Gordon Green's there with her. I loved all that. I loved it. Did you see Universal and Blumhouse? They released some cool video. They brought Michael there, basically. I don't know who was dressed as Michael there. Be a fascinating trivia question for somebody to find out. But I love that. They had Michael stalking the festival and there with Jamie Lee Curtis. I thought it was awesome. And yeah, I just think it's awesome that a horror film, but the word kills in the title no less, a Halloween film, had its world premiere at something as prestigious and as you know, as big time and international as the Venice Film Festival. But like I said before, you've got to remember, I don't mean before tonight, I mean on previous broadcast last week, you've got to remember that is not a horror film festival. So again, the people that are seen there are not necessarily horror fans. Not to say there weren't horror fans there. You know, not to say that non-horror fans can't appreciate a horror film now and then. But this is a sequel to a film that came out 3 years ago. It's a sequel to a film that came out 40 years before that. It's the 12th film in a franchise. You know, it's going to be loaded with stuff for fans like us that we're going to appreciate. That somebody that doesn't know the difference between Halloween and Chainsaw, they're not going to get the intent there. And quite honestly, it's not really made for them. And that's okay, you know? So that's that on the reactions. And again, if you want to see some reactions that I thought were really good and got me more excited for the film, I mean, I can read you some of them right now if you want. But hopefully you've seen my article at HalloweenDailyNews.com. It was a big day last Wednesday. We had lots of articles. It was a big day on Thursday with the Peacock announcement. That's why we did the live stream that night, because that release was a big deal. And also, they officially released some new footage in conjunction with that announcement. And you guys helped me break down that footage. I'm not going to go through all of it here. A lot of good stuff in there, though. Another thing that happened last Wednesday, we got a new official still released, some of which we see in that new footage, little bits and pieces. And I'm talking about the image of Michael on the top of a car. That was released via Fandango last Wednesday. And again, I talked about this before, but I want to get y'all's feedback on this. Some of you guys were here on Friday night's episode of the Halloween show, but let me know what you think. Let me pull up that photo real quick. Now, we don't have to speculate who is in the car. I think we all know. You all certainly know where the scene comes from. That this is a homage to Michael's escape from Smith's Grove. We all know this, right? And here we go. Let's pull that shot up. Now, you remember the shot in the original film. It's Nick Castle unmasked in his Smith's Grove gown, and he's let all the inmates out. Dr. Loomis is in the car, Nurse Marion's there, and Michael jumps up on the roof, and he smashes the window open and attacks Nurse Marion. She makes it out, and he makes it away with the station wagon. Well, clearly they're going to be recreating a bit of that in Halloween Kills. There you see Michael on the roof of a vehicle, smashing window, attacking somebody down there below. And I think we all know who that somebody is. We've seen bits and pieces of this scene play out in the official trailer and in the new footage and now in this scene. So many things I love about this, because that original scene is so iconic and so memorable. I always love it because it's unmasked Michael. It's kind of your first way you see him as an adult. And in this shot, I love right away the reflection of Michael's mask, just how that looks in the windshield. And I just love the mirroring, no pun intended. Star Wars did this a lot with their most recent films, their sequel trilogy, where they would kind of rhyme the films with events of the previous films, and they would have scenes that would be callbacks to these other films. And I've always said that Halloween is the Star Wars of horror in so many ways. And so, I just, the fact that this new trilogy of films is doing very much kind of the same thing, continuing the story, being its own story, but at the same time having these kind of rhyming themes and rhyming scenes. And by rhyming, I mean not literally, but recreating some iconic moments where it's not exactly what we've seen, but very similar. And yeah, the fact that a certain character who had a certain interaction like this with the boogeyman 40 years ago, you know, it's going to end up like this again. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, that's unrealistic or whatever, but I mean, come on, it's a Michael Myers movie, it's a Halloween movie. Come on, I mean, we're not gonna get hung up on what's realistic or not. That he would literally be attacking the same person in the same way. But I love the details like this. I love the Easter eggs. And I love the scene. I love the look of the mask. I think it's going to be an awesome moment in the film. Everybody agrees JJC is the man. Yes, he is. The October asks, what do you think is more important, Michael, the mask, or his home? Very interesting question. The mask is pretty damn important. I don't think his home is as important as the mask, or as when you say Michael himself. I'm guessing you mean like who's playing him. Yeah, I'd probably say, and again, maybe this is just me because I've gotten to meet a lot of these guys and consider a few of them friends. I don't know. I would probably put biggest emphasis on who's playing Michael, even before the mask. But as we all know, you've got to get the mask right, or the fans aren't going to be there. So it's almost equal, but just knowing what these guys put into it, and how having the right guy behind the mask can go a long way in winning people over, even if it's a lacking mask. I kind of say the guy playing Michael is most important, then the mask, and then the Myers house. We want that to be right, but I think fans would be a little more forgiving of that if the rest is dead on. You know what I mean? I hope that answered your question. Darlene agrees the reviews are not horror fans. That's right. Yeah. Sammy says my COPD coughing would disturb patrons there. Yeah, you don't want that. Yep. Darlene's going to a theater. Sammy's not going to a theater because of COVID. Well, hopefully you don't have COVID yourself. I totally understand not wanting to risk it. If you do have it yourself, then please get well and get vaccinated. But hopefully you don't have it yourself, man. Okay, so Sammy's going to watch it at home. Darlene's going to go to the theater. A lot of you guys are going to a theater. John L. Gibson says definitely going to the theater to see this movie, but don't think that streaming it to Peacock is going to affect it one bit. That's what I'm saying. I agree, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the streaming is really going to affect it, honestly. And again, Peacock, as much as NBC Universal wants to use this event to build up Peacock, which I think it will. I think it will. It'll help Peacock. I think some people that wouldn't normally watch this movie this October will watch it on Peacock. But I think everybody that was already going to go see it in the theater, almost all of us are still going to go see it in the theater. At least once. You know what I mean? Maybe a second or third viewing that might have been in the theater, maybe on the Peacock then, But that's just, you guys seem to think like I'm thinking, I think, that it's not really going to affect it. And Peacock's not like Netflix. It's not like everybody's got Peacock. I mean, there is the free version, which technically everybody could have, but you're not going to be able to watch HK, the free version. So I totally agree. I don't think it's going to affect it. Protect Safe says Myers variant. Get that, Pokey. Yeah. Sammy says Chinese version out on DVD through Amazon for sale now. A Chinese version of Halloween Kills? Ivan says Universal thought it would be normal by now. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely. Ivan's going to see it in theater, then on Peacock. There you go. Yeah. The October with the countdowns. Look at this. 2,680,800 seconds until Halloween Kills. Of course, that was ever so many seconds ago. Ah, you meant October meant which one does Michael himself consider more important? His mask or his home? Ah, you mean like if somebody's messing with his mask or messing with his house? Okay, I got you. Good question. Good question. Then yes, will say Darlene said it. I'm going to agree with that. That yeah, the mask is more important to Michael. I think. I think his home. Yeah, that might piss him off, but no, the mask. That's part of him. We've seen going back to '78 and in 2018 and in what we're seeing so far with HK, we've seen that mask it's not quite that it gives him his power, but it is kind of like that. So absolutely, the mask. All right. Sammy says Halloween would suck without Michael or his trademark mask. Yeah, although again, I don't want to get in a whole H3 thing, but I do love Halloween 3, even though there's no Michael Myers. I do love Halloween 3. I've said that many times here. Love Halloween 3. So I'm not going to say that it would 100% suck without him. Uh, it could be done, but but again, do love some Season of the Witch. Dave's going to go see it in IMAX theater. Very cool. Yeah, I haven't heard much about that IMAX release. I'm assuming that's still going to happen, and there's still going to be some IMAX locations available because I know there's a lot of big movies like Dune and some other big IMAX-friendly releases happening now, right around Halloween Kills time. So hopefully they're going to have at least a week of IMAX for themselves. But I haven't really been paying too close attention on that front. They did announce that last summer with the release date change. So I'm assuming that's still happening. Have you seen it listed or advertised on an IMAX theater in your area, David, or any of you watching? I'd love to hear about that. Kid says, Michael says from the movie Mask, somebody stop me. Nice, nice. All right. So did we get through all? Oh. Before we get done with Premiere Week, let's talk for just a minute about Rampage, guys. The new track. Yeah, that's how Premiere Day kicked off. Last Wednesday was HK Premiere Day. And it started off in the morning with a new track from the Halloween Kills soundtrack released. It's called Rampage. I'm assuming you've all listened to it. If you haven't, that's cool. I'm not going to play it here. Although I might listen to it here. I'm not going to play it because it's copyrighted. But I am going to listen to it on the phone while I'm talking about it. Just for a minute here. Because I haven't really talked about this track too much. And we need to. Let me pull that up. So what do you guys think of Rampage? I love the track. I love that all of Carpenter's music, like all of his films, is instantly recognizable that, oh, this is John Carpenter. And of course, he's collaborating, as he has been for the last few years, with his son, Cody Carpenter, and his godson, Daniel Davies. I love the music they're putting out. I love the Lost Themes albums that they've done, all three of them. I love the re-recorded versions of some of his classic themes that they've put out. I love the 2018 soundtrack, and I really feel like this one, they're taking it to a new level. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and play this track. And I know you guys can't hear it, but just as I'm talking about it, this might give me a few thoughts that I wanted to say. It's kind of got that slow beginning, kind of that desolate, kind of reminds you somewhat of the Smith's Grove portion of 2018, but then it real quickly starts getting a little more frenetic, if you know what I mean. It starts getting a little more pummeling, and you can kind of hear the evil pumping up in Michael. That's the way I describe it. It starts revving up a little bit, and when you get a little bit of that guitar kick in, and and some of those familiar tones that we've heard from previous soundtracks, like the '78 soundtrack, and those, you could just feel the tension building. You know that this is a moment in the film that Michael is about to do some serious damage, as the title says. It's called Rampage. So he's clearly going to go on a rampage. I said in my review, I feel like it kind of mimics the psychosis that I can imagine happening inside Michael Myers' brain. And then when that guitar comes in, much like in '78, it just comes in and really cuts hard, fast, and loud, and it just sends the hair on the back of my neck standing up. Then it pulls out. You've got that classic Carpenter, boom, 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 and it just dives in again. More guitar, more synth, and it just builds and builds from here. And you just hear it getting kind of crazy, when that keyboard comes in. That really is like Michael kind of losing it, I feel like. And I feel like it's Carpenter with this character that he's been with for 43 years now. And I'm sure there was decades where he didn't think about Michael, didn't want to think about Michael. But I love that here he is with his family now, his soulmate musicians, his musical soulmates. And here they are making definitive music for the definitive horror icon of our lifetime. You know what I mean? Like, this is magical stuff. And yeah, at the end, when it gets all orchestral and big, come on. I can just in my head start picturing what type of rampage the Shape is going to be in when this music is playing in the film. What do you guys think, though? Here we are. It's Michael Myers Monday Live. We are literally like 1 month from this movie now. Like 4 weeks, guys. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody's asking me what special stuff we're going to be doing here for it. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. But it's the 13th, September 13th. Tomorrow's the 14th. That means 1 week from tomorrow night, it's Thursday night premiere night, man. So I've said many times, and that's partly why I spurged and I've spent too much on Michael Myers stuff, and I've bought other things that you don't even know about yet, and I'm spending way too much. But you know what? It is the greatest time to be a fan of this franchise. It really is. And I know it's a silly horror movie franchise, but man, there has never been a better time to be a fan of Michael Myers or of this franchise. There really hasn't. There's more stuff out there, and quality stuff, good stuff, We got the music out. We've got the novelization. We've got the tie-in products. Did you order your Fright Rags t-shirts? I did. I ordered 2 of them. I got my order in on Tuesday, right before midnight. I did order 2 of the new HKs. Looking forward to getting them and wearing one of them to the premiere. And so I ordered the ones I said. If you remember, I told y'all which ones I thought I was going to be ordering, and those are the ones I did pre-order. I got the movie poster shirt and the kind of the flagship shirt, the Evil Dies Tonight design, which I love. So again, just never been a better time. And so yeah, I love that track. I think Rampage is just that. It is a rampage of a song, and it's got me even more hyped than ever for this movie. What do you guys think? Byron's getting the novelization. Sammy's got to take out the work trash. Take it out, man. Byron says Haddonfield is screwed in HK. Can't argue there. Ken says, Matt, can you do that noise again? No, sir. I cannot. Nope. Not going to do it. The October says, so excited to hear the new music in HK. Waiting to experience it with the film, though. Hey, I get it. Yeah, if you can do that, if you can withhold, go for it. Yeah, I think it's going to be that much more epic for you when you do finally experience it. Personally, though, I can't wait. I'm not going to be, I'm not trying to see leaked things. I don't want to see, but as the official marketing comes out and the official releases, yeah, I can't look away. Let's put it that way. 744 hours until Halloween Kills. Hell yeah. Yildirim is asking, have you seen those Michael Myers crocheted bears? I don't know that I have. Maybe I have. Um, yeah, I'd have to see one to know what you're talking about. I don't know that I have seen that. Yildirim. I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. There was another few little news items to let you guys know about this week. Did you tomorrow? There's actually two Halloween 2 releases happening. Did you guys see? Speaking of Fright Rags, they tomorrow are releasing their Halloween 2 Haddonfield Memorial Hospital jacket. It's like the official jacket, like what Bud was wearing in the '81 sequel. Again, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Halloween 2. And at the same time, tomorrow, Gutter Garbs is releasing two new Halloween 2 designs and one restocked design of theirs. Um, I can pull that up for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. But it looks pretty sick. All right, so this is over on Instagram. Yeah, this is from Gutter Garb. Starting tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, their officially licensed Halloween 2 40th anniversary collection goes up on their website. And here you can get a little teaser of one of those new designs. And here's a look at the other new design. Just a bit of it. You can see those fall leaves behind Michael. It looks like probably the hospital behind him. And love the blood tears. Love the H2 mask. Love the great Mr. Dick Warlock, of course. Yeah, that is the hospital behind him. You can see the sign down there in the lower right-hand corner of this. So, two big events for Halloween 2 fans. Like I said, Fright Rags has the oh, sorry guys, I don't know how much of that was muted. Apologize for that. But that was the Gutter Garbs designs, if you didn't hear me talking about it. And this is the Fright Rags jacket. And as worn by Bud in the movie. All of these Halloween 2 items go up tomorrow. The jacket at Fright Rags and those t-shirt designs at Gutter Garbs, all officially licensed from Halloween 2. So apparently Gutter Garbs has the t-shirt license for Halloween 2, Fright Rags has the jacket license for Halloween 2, and the t-shirt license for the new films. Again, I love all this Halloween 2 love that we're getting this year, and I really hope Universal carries it through to next year and we get just as much Halloween 3 love as well.
And one other, excuse me, one other cool merch announcement came out this week. And that is from our friends at Trick or Treat Studios. As you know, they recently released, actually last year, they released their first ever 1/6 scale collectible figures. Of course, the first one out was Michael 78. We sold the last of we had of those, by the way, um, at Mad Monster. And I think our friend Sammy out there, one of the Sammys, bought one of them too. So I hope you're enjoying that, sir. Since then, they've released a couple other Michael Myers. They've announced an Art the Clown and a Sam from Trick or Treat, all coming to the 1/6 scale deluxe figure lineup from Trick or Treat Studios. But all that pales in comparison because yesterday they just announced this: the 1/6 scale Trick or Treater 3-pack officially licensed from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Now, they don't say when these guys are going to be released. I can tell you it will be, well, I don't know, never say never, but it'll be for next year. Next year is the 30 or excuse me, next year is the 40th anniversary of Halloween 3, of course. And these figures will be timed perfectly for that release. The 1/6 scale figures that Trick or Treat is putting out, they are clothed with actual cloth clothing. They are superposable with like 20 or 30 points of articulation, and of course the mask sculpts are pretty damn flawless. All right, so that is the news. Holy crap, it's already almost midnight. Holy crap. What a week it was. And I'm sure I'm missing some things and skipping over a few things that normally we might give a little more time to, but there's just so much to get to. And this is going to be the way it's going to be for the next couple weeks, guys. There's so much going on. And again, not to get ahead of myself, but that's why I encourage you, if you haven't subscribed and if you're not, turning on notifications. We are doing stuff that aren't is not just on Monday nights leading into this. There are going to be things like whenever that new trailer drops for Halloween Kills, I'm going to be on here that night doing a live breakdown, just like we did when the footage was released last Thursday, just like we did when the official trailer was released this summer. So whenever that happens, I'll be on here for that. And for any big trailers for events that we're covering, I'll be on here for that and doing live breakdowns and stuff like that. But moving forward, just expect the unexpected as it comes to this channel and our coverage of this franchise, because there's going to be a lot of cool things happening just in the next few weeks. Some of which we can't even plan because it's gonna happen, and we're just gonna jump right in and we're gonna be right here covering all of it with you guys. All right. Now I know it's getting late and some of you guys got to work, so I want to get to my premiere. This goes back to the show and tell from earlier. This is another item that I actually picked up at Mad Monster Expo while we were out of town, out there in Concord, North Carolina. Again, huge shout out to Mad Monster. Make your plans to go to their February show. The dates have already been announced. It's on their website, madmonsterparty.com. That's happening in February. We're going to be there. They are doing another Mad Monster Expo next fall. The dates are not announced yet. I know some secret details that I'm sworn to secrecy about. I can't say anything other than I know that the event's going to be happening, but I can tell you the February event, the Mad Monster Party, and the next Mad Monster Expo, trust me, you guys watching Michael Myers Monday, you guys here with me tonight, you want to go to these events. I can't tell you why, but I can tell you, with what I know that I can't say, you're going to want to be at both of those events. Okay? So, we'll see you there. Now, I'm going to show you an unboxing that I filmed. I actually shot this a few days ago and just finished editing it today. This is a new collectible item that I got, and I think you'll appreciate I think you'll like it and get a kick out of it. If you totally don't care and want to skip over this, it's about 7 minutes long, so you can just mute or go make a snack for 7 minutes if you want. So I'm going to run this and I'll come back on. We'll talk just a little bit about it, and then we'll do some Michael Myers Monday shout outs and call it a night. All right, right up here, check out my latest unboxing and showcase and review. Here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Matt here with Halloween Daily News, back with another unboxing and showcase video, this time for another brand new 2021 Michael Myers Inflatable. Now, you might remember just a few weeks ago, I did a similar video unboxing and showcase for a Michael Myers Inflatable, also released this year in 2021, officially licensed from Halloween 2 and made by Jimmy. That one stands at 3.5 feet tall. It's available from Target. Here's what it looks like. Well, in the immortal words of Yoda, there is another. That's right, there is another Michael Myers officially licensed Halloween 2 inflatable, available brand new for 2021. This one is available from Walmart, and it stands actually significantly taller at 5 feet. He's not holding the stabby Halloween banner this time. This one is actually holding a jack-o'-lantern in one hand and a butcher knife in the other. Now, before I go any further, I've got to give a huge shout out and big thanks to our new friend, Rory Moore. Now, as many of you know, we were just at Mad Monster Expo in Concord, North Carolina just recently, and we saw a lot of friends there, and we met a lot of new friends there, including Rory, who stopped by our booth, and we spent a good amount of time just talking about collectibles and all things Michael Myers, and somehow we got to this new inflatable released this year, just hitting shelves at Walmart, and they are already a super hot ticket item, flying off shelves, sold out at pretty much all Walmarts. He told me how he and his daughter found just one lone box at their local Walmart pretty much as soon as they had put it out, and he snatched it up, and I told him how jealous I was and that I'm going to have to try to find one if at all possible. So the next day at the convention, Rory stopped by our booth yet again and said, "Look what I found, you guys," and pulled this out of a Walmart bag. He was at a different Walmart location that day and happened to see another one of these brand new inflatables all by itself sitting there on the shelves already, and he remembered how bad I said I need to have one. So he brought it for us. We paid him for it. He didn't scalp it or up the price or anything for us. Gave it to us at list price at $30. So again, huge thank you to you, Rory. We absolutely love this. Now, as you can see, the packaging here is pretty similar to the Stabby Halloween inflatable. Again, officially licensed from Halloween 2, and it is produced by Jimmy. Here's a closer look at the box before we open him up. All right, let's open it up and take a look. Cut to the POV now. All right, there we've got our plug-in outlet. There he is. Got your yard stakes and ties. All right, let's plug him in.
Oh, he is awesome. All right, as you can see, this guy is amazing. I've got him on a table just a few feet off the ground right here, and he is massive. He stands 5 feet tall. As you can see, he's got lights in the jack-o'-lantern and in his head. It's basically the same mask look as the Stabby Halloween, which I kind of call the Peanuts Michael Myers. It kind of looks like Charlie Brown wearing a Michael Myers mask, which I have no problem with. I think it's an awesome look. His coveralls are kind of charcoal gray again, and again, I love the jack-o'-lantern in his hand, and of course, the butcher knife in the other hand. And again, I just want to thank our buddy Rory one more time for hooking us up. You can get yours, if you're lucky, this year at Walmart stores or possibly online. They are listed for $29 each. And again, I couldn't recommend this guy more. Let's take a look at him next to Stabby Halloween now. All right, everybody, happy hunting. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching. All right, what's up, guys? Meet my new friend. There is another. That's right. Yes. Now I got both of them. I can't believe it. And again, like I said in that pre-recorded video, huge shout out. Huge shout out to our new buddy Rory. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, this was awesome that he picked this up and snagged one for us. And yeah, $28.88 is the list price. So it's about $30. You can't beat it. It stands 5 feet tall. It's an inflatable. You plug it in, it's up in seconds. Yeah, these guys mean too much to me, so there won't be left out in my yard too much. But definitely, when we're expecting company, yeah, these guys are going to be making appearances outside. They're going to be all over. We've got a ton of inflatables, but this year, officially licensed, and the fact that it's from Halloween 2 just makes it even better. I love Halloween 2 so much. And yeah, it's Peanuts Michael. That's what I'm going to call him, Charlie Brown Michael. But I love that. I love the Peanuts. I love the Great Pumpkin, and I love Michael Myers. This one, the jack-o'-lantern, the knife, a perfect companion piece to the slightly shorter Stabby Halloween. I love the Stabby Halloween. I think that one's unique and different. And the banner, I mean, I've never even heard the term Stabby Halloween until seeing it on that banner. So, huge props to them for putting that out and just being something different and unique. But then learning that, yes, there's another one. I mean, I had seen this one just like the previous one listed on website and on Jimmy's website, and it was like, is this ever going to come out? Is this really for real? And then people started seeing them at their Walmarts, and they were coming and going real fast.
and a lot of people were snagging them, and then they're hitting eBay already for like $100 and stuff. So yeah, I knew it would be a challenge to find one legit out in the wild and get my hands on one that way, and to pay list price for it. And so again, Rory just surprised us with that. That's what happens with awesome people at awesome events like Mad Monster. And yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys. That video will be up tomorrow as a standalone, and that everybody else that doesn't want to watch this whole live can check it out that way. But like I said in the video, I highly recommend this. If you're a Myers fan, for $30, you can't beat it. It is going to be hard to find. Like I said, happy hunting. It's going to be a challenge. But if you're lucky enough to snag one, let me know. I'd love to see pictures. I'd love to hear what you think. Or if you're watching this and this decides I don't like the look of it, I'm not going to do that. I get it. It's not exactly, I can't say it's necessarily Halloween 2 looking. I can't say it's, it's kind of just General Myers looking. But I dig that about it, and I like the look. This is kind of Universal's kid-friendly Myers. We're seeing this on these inflatables. I think we're going to see it on some other products this year. So it is interesting that Universal, again, going all in on the Halloween 2 stuff here in 21 for the 40th anniversary of that film, released in 81. But, yeah, as you can see, his hairline's like way up here, out of frame. He's awesome, though. So now I got 2 Michael Myers. That's 4. I just sold 2 Michael Myers inflatables. After I said, I don't need any more inflatables. I got plenty of. That's all I've been buying this year is inflatables. I got a Jack Skellington one. I got 2 Myers one. It's crazy. So yeah, that's yet another purchase that I made that I probably didn't need, but then again, I kind of do need this in my life. It's the companion to the Stabby Halloween. I love the Stabby Halloween. He's awesome. But this one, you got the knife, you got the jack-o'-lantern, and he towers even higher over that. 3.5 foot inflatable. So Stabby, you can get him from Target if you're lucky. This one with the stabber, you can pick him up from Walmart if you're lucky. I'll have links down below in the description after I'm done with this live stream. I'll have affiliate links to purchase both of those because last I checked, they are in stock. Speaking of in stock, one quick heads up you might want to take note of. I posted this on our Facebook page today, but you heard me the other week talk about the new Michael Myers animatronic, which is stalking Party City in 2021. It's life size. It looks great itself. Well, as you can see right here on Party City's website, and you can find that link at HalloweenDailyNews.com. He's back in stock. Well, he was back in stock. I don't know. He might be sold out now. Yeah, he just appeared last week. Yeah, they got the HK knife prop. We got ours on the way, too. We're going to have them in the store here soon. Guys, it looks like that animatronic is gone. So it is gone the way that these inflatables are going to be gone if you don't jump on that right away. Yeah, maybe you can find one at an in-store location, but it was here. It is now not here. So I was going to tell you that life-size animatronic was in stock, but it looks like it is out of stock now. Again, when we first broke that story back at the end of July, it was listed on Party City's website. It was up there. Everything was legit. Within days, it got pulled down. We did an updated story about it after Techie released their instructional video and gave us a really good look at the animatronic itself. And then Party City actually tweeted to us publicly that, hey, he's going to be arriving the week of last week, the week of September 10th. And he did. He arrived online and was there to order. And now, as of tonight, I'm not seeing him on there. So we're going to have to keep checking on that and see what's up. But, again, you might get lucky and find one at your physical Party City store. that's probably going to be your best bet right now. Like finding these inflatables. I mean, you're going to be able to find them online, but to get it at a reasonable price, at anything close to the list price, your best bet is to get out there and probably snag one. I know it's tough, but it does kind of make the hunt a little bit more fun when you do find it. That you actually had to go out there and hunt it down a little bit. All right, real quick, guys. I like to do this every week. And we're gonna do a few shout outs to some Michael Myers Monday tweets and some Instagram posts. And not a whole lot, just a couple. But every week I like to do a couple. I tell the story all the time. But, we started the hashtag, the Michael Myers Monday hashtag in 2013 as just a way to make Myers, celebrate Myers and make Mondays more killer and suck less. And we've done that. And it's taken a life of its own over these last 8 years now, almost 9 years. And I just love seeing all the GIFs and the memes and the videos. And some people make them funny. Some people make them serious. Some people show off their tattoos or their cosplay or their collections or all of the above. And a lot of people show off their artwork. Always some great stuff. So I try to retweet and repost as many as I can every Monday and just give encouragement. And I can't get to all of them all the time. But I also like to share a couple here during our live shows on Monday nights at the end of the show, just a couple, and give just a couple shout outs. So let's move over to Twitter here for just a minute. And I thought this was cool. This is from @iBarnabas. He says, one of my favorite shots from Halloween 2, speaking of Halloween 2, was paralleled so well in Halloween 2018. Hashtag Michael Myers Monday. And there you can see the shots he's talking about. And again, I just thought this was cool, knowing we're going to be talking a lot about Halloween 2. And I, too, love that shot in Halloween 2. And I loved this moment in Halloween 2018. Both literally the shot and Laurie's reflection there, which is a callback to that great scene in H2. But I also loved the moment because, they give the address right there that you guys know, I'm sure, is the actual address of the real life Myers house. And then, of course, Laurie spins around and is racing back there. Chris Johnson says, please get Mike to hear you better. Well, I am using a mic. It might be because I got this inflatable running behind me. I don't normally have that, so that's probably affecting the sound a little bit. If you're hearing that buzzing in the background, I apologize for that. Summit says, aside from Fright Rags, what are other good sites for Halloween Kills merch? Well, NECA's got the Halloween Kills Ultimate Michael Myers figure. And, of course, Trick or Treat has the official Halloween Kills mask, coveralls, and knife replica. And that's really all I know of as far as officially licensed Halloween Kills merch at this moment. I'm sure there will be more. Sammy says, gotta run, closing store, so thanks, Matt. Loved everything tonight. Thank you, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. All right, moving on with the tweets. Still on Twitter. This is from @BrighterMoon. They say this weekend went by far too fast, and it's somehow Monday again. 48 days till Halloween, though. Stay spooky, Michael Myers Monday. Yeah, 48 days till Halloween, and I believe 31 days until Halloween Kills. And I thought this was a pretty fun picture. Got a couple of Michaels there, and a little Leatherface. Clearly, these guys keeping it in the family. The family that slays together stays together. All right, one more from Twitter. This actually representing the Halloween verse tonight. You guys know I love the Halloween verse. This is from Dr. Sam Loomis himself, @Samuel Loomis, MD. says, Happy Michael Myers Monday. Get vaccinated, stay safe, be well. Can't argue with any of those messages. And of course, that image there, you probably remember, you know where that image came from. That's actually Nick Castle there. He posted that image of himself a while back. Moving over to Instagram, White Horses Inc. If they're still in the live chat, I know they were in the live chat earlier. They tagged us in this awesome photo. It's actually a couple photos, but this looks awesome. Again, speaking of H2, keeping the theme going. Love some H2 at 81. And again, this is from White Horses Inc. It says, Happy Michael Myers Monday. Both our Halloween 2 Michael and Laurie Bears have just been added to the shop. Here's your chance to own one of the pure Laurie or Michael Bears, or pick up both and make an awesome display. So there you go. There's some more Halloween merch for you right there, and you can get some better looks at them right there. Some cool props they come with. Great job for White Horses Inc. Great job. Cool. Got the soundtrack in the background, everything. Love that artwork. Also from Instagram, from the real Tyler Main himself, at the real Tyler Main. He says, I'm always amazed at the body art people have of the RZ Michael Myers masks. I saw some amazing ones this weekend. I think he was at Texas Frightmare, maybe. I don't think he was at Horror Hound. And he's saying, if you have one, share it on story or DM and tag Tyler. And maybe he'll repost you. There you go. And of course, he says, Happy Michael Myers Monday. Love that Tyler rocks the Michael Myers Monday. And got to give a Michael Myers Monday shout out to one of our own right here, one of our most loyal and regular viewers, Mr. Byron Weaver. He's in the live chat right now, and he was just at Horror Hound over the weekend. We were at Mad Monster Expo. We were at Mad Monster the previous weekend. Byron was just at Horror Hound this past weekend. And there you can see, that's our boy Byron, rocking his H78 shirt. And there with him, you can see from left, that's Christopher Nelson, of course, James Jude Courtney, and our buddy Sean Clark. Byron actually sent me a couple photos because there was a bunch of our friends there. And he gave me permission to share some of these. Check it out. There's Byron with Nick. Having a blast, man. There's, we've also got the lovely Sandy Johnson right there with Byron. Love it. Love that she's got her tombstone there at her table. And last but not least, Byron met the Scream Queen herself, Danielle Harris, another Halloween icon. Yeah, so I'm glad you had a good time out there, Byron. I hope you told all those guys that I said hi. And, of course, I'm looking forward to seeing them all again. I did get to see Sean and Nick, like I said, at Mad Monster Expo, and certainly hoping to see James and Christopher again here soon at an upcoming event, hopefully. So, any parting comments or thoughts, guys, before I call it a night? We're already pushing almost 2 hours. It's officially Tuesday now. It's no longer officially Michael Myers Monday. It's Tuesday. But you know, it's always Michael Myers Day around here, as you guys know. Like I said, Outlook, we've got a trailer coming any day now. I wouldn't be surprised if it drops tomorrow or this week. If it does, the plan is to jump on here that night and do a live breakdown with you guys. Aside from that, this weekend we're going to be at Haunted Screams Expo, Hampton, Virginia. Awesome lineup. Tyler Main is going to be there along with Scout Taylor Compton. Lou Temple from The Walking Dead and Halloween '07, David Howard Thornton from Terrifier and Terrifier 2. Felissa Rose is going to be there. Tons of awesome people. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have a huge presence there. We're going to have a booth. We're going to have HK masks for sale. We just got another case of HK masks, another shipment. We've already sold all of our first, and Trick or Treat's doing a great job this year getting their merch out to us sellers. So we're going to have plenty of Halloween Kills masks. But we are going to be out of town. So if you're watching this right now and wanting to order one of our HKs, and they look great, by the way, great paint jobs on them, order tonight, order tomorrow, order Wednesday, and we're going to get your orders out before we leave town. If you order after like Thursday, you're pushing it, but if you definitely haven't placed your order by Thursday, then it's going to have to wait until next week after we get back from Haunted Screams. And fair warning, we sold a ton at Mad Monster. I don't know how many we're going to sell it at Haunted Screams. I don't expect to sell out, but we're probably not going to have a whole lot when we come back. So if you're kind of on the fence about the HKs, we do have them in stock right now, HalloweenDailyNews.com/shop, and lots of other cool stuff. And we got the knives on the way. Like I said, they're going to be here soon. Byron says he had a blast meeting those guys. That's awesome. Yeah, you got to tag Sean. And you're welcome for the shout out, man. Thanks for all the support and being here every week, man. Much appreciated. Thanks for sharing your photos. All of you, you know, when you meet those guys or when you're out, or if you get photos with us when we're out and about at some of these events, yeah, I'd love to hear from you. It was so fun at Mad Monster meeting so many people that know the site and or had met us at previous conventions. It was just a blast, and I look forward to doing more of that and connecting with more of you guys in person here soon. I know it's a long ways away, but I did touch base with Sean briefly about 45 Years of Terror, which would be happening presumably in the year 2023. And yeah, he's already had conversations with Malik about it, and you know, nothing's set in stone now. The world could change a lot between now and then, but yeah, it's looking like it's going to happen. Which, if not before then, that's certainly going to be the gathering place for this entire franchise, as the 40th was. But hopefully, we can gather much sooner than that. And like I said, one place to do that is Hampton, Virginia, this Saturday, Sunday. It's only a 2-day convention. Haunted Screams Expo. You can go to hauntedscreams.com and get your tickets right now, or get the info. Or we're going to have a full rundown of the lineup and a preview article at HalloweenDailyNews.com up tomorrow. Also, non-franchise related, but I got a brand new interview dropping tomorrow with Scott Hansen. He's the co-writer, co-director of the new Halloween horror film Bad Candy. You've heard me talk a lot about this film. Hopefully you watched a portion of that interview on Friday night. The full interview is set to drop tomorrow afternoon. And I do have a Halloween Kills interview scheduled, just kind of locked it in today. Not going to say who it's with, not going to say when it's scheduled for. You know me, I'm a little superstitious about this stuff. I don't like to talk about interviews and stuff until they're in the can. So I'm not going to say who it is right now, but it's somebody involved with Halloween Kills, and I'll just say that I can pretty much guarantee it's not anybody you're thinking of. It's not going to be anybody you're thinking of. So I'll just let that marinade in your brain a little bit. You can think more about it, or not. All right, that's my show, guys. I hope you had a good one this week. Again, sorry for rambling. What should have taken an hour ended up taking 2 hours, like always. But that's just the way it goes around here. And again, if I missed any of your comments or questions, I do apologize. Hopefully I'll get to them on the next live stream. And you're always welcome to leave a comment down below, and I'll address that next week as well. And that is the plan, to do these Mondays every week leading up to the film. And then we're going to be doing some special stuff the week of the release. And but again, I urge you, don't limit your scope of what we do here to just these Monday nights. This is a special thing that's a little looser than a lot of the other things we do here at HDN. I like it because it's late night. I like it because, you know, we all kind of know each other now, but we're doing a lot of other lives and a lot of other video content, store walkthroughs, unboxings, and more live convention coverage as well. So if you haven't subscribed, do that and turn on the notifications, please. And again, if I didn't get your comment, you got opinions on any of this stuff, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me a line down below in the comments, or you can always contact us through the contact page at HalloweenDailyNews.com. And of course, everything I've talked about, you can learn more about on the main site, HalloweenDailyNews.com. All right, guys, I think I said it all. I don't know what else there is to say tonight. I've been yapping, and thank you for being here and listening, as always. And yeah, Byron says Terrifier Tuesday. That's right. Yeah, I had a blast too, guys. Thank you all for being here. Hunter Coleman says loved it. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And again, mark your calendars. Be here every Monday, 10:31 p.m. Eastern for our Michael Myers Monday live streams. We got new episodes of the Halloween show every Friday and lots of other cool stuff on this channel and at HalloweenDailyNews.com every single day. So you don't want to miss any of it. Until then, guys, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching. And happy Michael Myers Monday!